mining.com.au is once again out in the field. This time we are with Aureka at their St Arnaud Project. James Gurry, Managing Director, thanks for having me along.
Thanks a lot, Shay. Thanks for coming out to the St Arnaud, the Comstock Pit, as you can see in the background there.
Yeah, this is super cool. So this is obviously a historical mine site that came when you acquired the former assets of Navarre. Talk me through what we're looking at.
Yeah, this is the Comstock Pit, last mined in 1995 when the gold price was around $300 per ounce. Obviously, we're at a record level right now. And when people ask me about the potential for near-term production in the next handful of years, this is really what we point to. You might remember over the last 4 months, we've had the drill rig positioned at various spots around this rig, around the pit, sorry. Including the first position over there where we had our highest grade drill hits this year, those couple of meters at 20 grams. They were drilled from there across the Walker Shear here. So yeah, we're quite pleased to have the Comstock historic pit in the portfolio here at the St Arnaud Project.
So this, I know you talk about how this could be at record high gold prices over 6,000 Aussie dollars per ounce, could be put into production at one point. I just sort of want to emphasise that there's been some juicy grades found here in the past, hasn't there? Yeah,
there have actually. If you actually go back in the records, not too far, back in 2008, I think it was Rex Minerals reported some hits that were 1,172 grams over half a metre. So it has that super high grade gold potential and including a lot of visible gold. If you look back at the previous team's output, a lot of the visible gold hits actually were occurring here or at other positions in the St Arnaud Project not far from here. So it certainly has the potential to yield quite a bit. It's not our biggest project, and so that's why we don't talk about it a lot. But actually, in terms of near-term production, that's why we were super keen to get that initial JORC resource out over this one. And you might recall it's 56,500 ounces at 1.2 grams per tonne. So it's low grams, but you can see that it's low grade. But what you can see is that the potential to get it into production is potentially a lot lower cost than a greenfield operation. And on top of that, there's an exploration target of 114,000 ounces. And that's what we've been most recently drilling into, particularly up here at the North Zone, where we've got another 4 holes. They've been completed, but we've got to get them logged and sampled and off to the lab. So yeah, so that's where we're at. The drill rig's finished up while we consolidate the learning from those 4 holes that we've just done recently.
Just to emphasise on the potential viability of this, we're actually surrounded by infrastructure, processing infrastructure if you need it. So while it is a low-grade pit, you don't need to build a plant here, do you? Because you can take advantage of other infrastructure in the area.
And nor do we want to. We really want to cooperate with other producers in the area. So, we've just driven up from Stawell and we drove through the area of the Stawell gold mine there. So that's one potential option. If you go 45 kilometres this way, there's another small mill over at Wedderburn that's ramping up. And it's not too far, a bit over 100 kilometres over to the Bendigo zone over there, where there's another couple of mills. The Moulder mill is not too far either. So yeah, there's a few mulling a few milling options, shall we put it that way, should we be able to get this towards that production, that initial production, which we'd really love to do over the coming years. When we talk about cooperation with others and partnerships, this is really, I think, the asset that attracts others that have already got a mill or they're already in production or they want to get into production really quickly and they're looking for assets. This is the one that they tend to ask me about compared to our Irvine project, which has got the super large potential because it's only 20 k's away from the 5 million ounce Stawell gold mine and the Magdala mine there. But this one, smaller, but nearer term. So that's how I position it in the portfolio. So it's a really neat little asset for us to have.
It certainly is, and it was great to see it with my own eyes. James, thank you so much for chatting with me today about it, and thanks for the tour.
Thanks for coming out, Shay. It's great to have you here.